So the paper cinema started about 9 years ago, and it just kind of came out of the music scene. It was a case of like making a setting for music, for Chris's music, and we came up with a concept very early on about just using the camera to make it bigger. But then when we started working with myself and Imogen started working with the camera and suddenly realising the filmic aspects in that, and Chris joining in with his music, how it became its own film. You know, more than just a puppet show.
I think it's about, for us, about creating a sort of language that's relying on this relationship between music and sound and the illustration and the live animation elements of what we're doing. And we've just found through our experiments that we can make this sort of synergy or this synthesis where we can tell a story without having to have a lot of, well, any dialogue, and we can convey a lot of emotion or a lot of movement. And yeah, it's really just to continue developing that as a form.
So the Odyssey is our first feature film, and it's about looking for us and to engage with the audience. It's about taking the whole narrative drive, about the complete 3-act structure, and it's about taking an interest in the whole family's story arc, and not looking pure. I mean, the Odyssey can be looked at being Ulysses, but it's looking at the complete family, and it's about returning home.
The musical score. I was thinking of it in terms of a ballet score where specific movements from the puppeteers correspond with specific pieces of music. There's still room for improvisation within that, but now it's a very tight piece. It's very delicate, but very sort of tightly executed. It's fascinating to see, actually, after shows, people really, they want to come up and they want to have a look at the puppets and the cameras and see how it all works. And our process is just out there, you know, you, as an audience member, you see the process as well as the result.
They don't know where to look, you know, their eyes are drawn not only to the images they see on the screen, but to the puppeteers and how they're making these amazing shapes come alive on the screen, using, you know, almost plumbing all these cinematic techniques, but doing it with 2D puppets. It's amazing skill, and people are really fascinated by that. So you've got that going on the one side, and then you've got the musicians on the other side with all their array of instruments and a big table of Foley things.
Found people have made their own paper cinema type shows, and through doing workshops in schools and in art centres as well, we found people have been really inspired to sort of create their own work. Maybe they put their own spin on it, but it either inspires people to get back into drawing or make their own sound effects or make a puppet show. I think what our company says is, you know, you can make this work yourself as well.